Here we go, front row, McDowell, Van Gisbergen off of turn 12, and we are racing on the streets of Chicago.
Really good job right here by the 71 of McDowell. He anticipated the launch of SVG back at the restart zone for the initial start of the race. Now challenging back to the inside in turn 2.
Crossover move. Van Gisbergen trying to get there.
Uh-oh. 24 looks like he's out of power, Dale.
Yeah, 24 is just really struggling. They had this car in pieces after the crash in practice.
You're coming to pit road this time. Pit road.
I mean, when I walked through the garage the other
Try to do
day,
what you can to get back. I'll get you to the DVD.
this car was completely taken apart after that wreck.
Came in with a regular season points lead, but keep this in mind, 27th or worse in 3 of the last 4 races for William Byron. So they've been on a bit of a slide, opening the door for others to take advantage here down the stretch of the regular season.
How much movement there is in the steering wheel.
Oh,
contact.
Hocevar around.
Hocevar's around. Someone's getting blocked by the 77. Oh, a big pile.
There's just no room to work, and they're all wedged together here.
And that's the problem with this racetrack, where the spotters cannot see everything. You can tell that everybody's running into this wreck with no understanding that there are cars blocking the racetrack. So obviously, no spotters in any location are able to give warning to these drivers.
Carson Hocevar qualified row 2.
Oh my goodness, such a hard lick right there. And he spins right around in front of Dylan. And now here comes everybody piling into this crash. Wow.
They have no idea, right? I mean, all of these cars continuing.
Down the hill to the restart zone. McDowell, Van Gisbergen up front. 71 is on it. We go green as we complete lap 6.
So McDowell clears. That's how you do it. Look how much further he's ahead now.
That's Priest in the 60 to the inside. Pretty neat and orderly. As the field comes through, I'm going to point out 23 of Bubba Wallace up 19 positions. There it is, the McDonald's hood chasing Larson. That's really impressive. You talked about it, had that emotional week a couple weeks ago, poking him with a car, wouldn't even fire for qualifying, and he comes here, he's great in practice, and he doesn't get the lap he wants in qualifying. Well, he's quickly recovering.
SVG said he's lacking just a little bit of lateral grip when compared to the 71. It feels like it's kind of rolling over on the front. Steve, we're coming to the end of stage number 1 right here, 8 to go in that stage. And I talked to Stephen Doran, SVG's crew chief, this morning, and he said, listen, we know our strengths, we know our weaknesses. This is a place, now that we're in the playoffs, that we know we can get a playoff point if SVG can get to the front and possibly win a stage.
So let's update Chris Buescher, 34th right now, 1 lap down. What's the latest there, Marty?
It's no better, Adam. They are 2 seconds, a good 2 seconds off the pace. And Scott Graves told Chris Buescher it is something internal in the engine and nothing that we can fix today. Man, they came in 52 above the cut line. Felt like they had a top 5 car in practice yesterday. But we're going to have to watch that cut line, Adam, all day long. Already, he is only plus 12 above the cut line. It will be a big points loss today here in Chicago for Chris Buescher.
Do you pit or do you not pit? I will tell you, you just watched 25 cars come to pit road. If you stay out, you are going to start outside the top 20. That could be a death sentence in traffic. You see on the bottom left, Bell with a speeding penalty. That also is a huge challenge for the 20. What's the 71 do? Stays out. 88, I bet he pits. He absolutely pits. That's the move. Counter, advantage, SVG. He won't win the stage. He won't score the points, but he is going to be in a great situation track position-wise. I love the call by the 88. You see just how slow this pit road is.
So much of strategy is reactionary. I know, you talk about having a plan, but sometimes getting off kilter with those around you is the way to go. 88 is in for their stop, Marty.
Adam, I think Steve laid it out perfectly earlier. Had they been in the lead, Stephen Doran would have said, hey, we'll take that playoff point, but they can never get to McDowell. In fact, SVG at one point said, he has so much more lateral grip than I do off the corner. I just cannot get to him. So 4 fresh Goodyear tires here for Shane Van Gisbergen, and we'll see how that pays off in stage 2.
Put the green and white checkered flag in the air. It's for Michael McDowell. 4th career stage win for him. And the 3rd time he's done it on a road course. Leads wire to wire in the first stint of the race after starting on the front row. Rest of the top 5, Busch, Reddick, Briscoe, and Priest getting really good points. Ready for stage 2 in the Grant Park 165 on TNT.
Clear, all clear.
McDowell does a great job of getting clear there by several car lengths over the 8 car of Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch all alone in second.
Chase Briscoe getting with it in the 19.
Yeah, 3 wide. Chase Briscoe into the 45. Contact there. Priest on the outside of this battle is going to lose a couple spots.
That's what you want to do.
And one of the strategies is going to be right, but you don't want to be. You got to at least be leading that. I don't think he's going to hold it for long, though. SVG is going to dive out right here.
Oh, we got a car around. Bubba Wallace is backwards here in turn 11.
He's going to have to just sit.
Yeah.
Can't back up.
He's going to wait for the field to go by.
There you go.
Man, that's tough. He had made up a ton of ground from the back of the field. Worked his way about halfway through the field, spun out in 16th position.
I mean, it can just change so quickly. And then once it goes away, right there, you just got to sit and wait till you can right the ship and move on. I don't remember the last time we did a race on a road course when we made it to stage 2 and said A.J. Allmendinger was quietly performing, but he's under attack now.
He gets past pretty easily right there. 88 set that up perfectly, just really beat him through turn 1 and 2. AJ has to give up the spot as he dove to the inside in turn 2.
How about SVG gave him the hand out the window, thank you, under braking. I mean, like, he's very comfortable in this situation.
I mean, what kind of
look at the ground he gains on the 1 car into 4, into 5. But he's got that tire advantage.
Back at Chicago, Tyler Reddick gets to pit road just as the caution comes out for Josh Berry, who spun on the racetrack. This is going to be a massive advantage for Tyler Reddick. You also see Chase Briscoe leaving pit road as well. The same exact strategy James Small used at Pocono to get Briscoe that win. They pitted thinking a caution might come out because the 21 was spun on the racetrack, Adam, and guess what? It did come out, and now they could be done pitting for the rest of the day.
Michael McDowell leading under caution at Chicago. Here's 71 Team Radio.
I figured we should have pitted there, right?
We're not close enough to the window to make it. Obviously, these guys are probably going to try. I've been thinking about it, but we needed a few more laps.
So let's see if they choose to jump strategy. They do. So that was the radio before this pit road open. What he was talking about are the guys that came before the caution. 71 chooses to pit now. Let's see, Danielle.
Steve, they just came on the radio. Michael McDowell just said the throttle is stuck. The throttle is stuck. They're going to take a look at it. Stuck at 75%.
I'm disappointed for Spire as an organization because you put 2 cars in the top 5, you lead all these laps, you win a stage for the first time. Hocevar involved in the crash, and now all the things that are going on with McDowell.
I know you say that, but if this issue's fixed, I don't hate where they are, full of fuel right here with 43 to go. Danielle, what's the update on the 71?
Talking about fuel, he said, we are full, be on max save. Michael McDowell just came on the radio and said, I hope I don't blow up here. And they said, we think we have your throttle issue fixed. You should be good.
I like this restart out front. I mean, 2 studs on the road, Shane Van Gisbergen, A.J. Allmendinger.
Getting some word from the 71 that they may still have a throttle issue. We'll stay on top of that if they need to come back to pit road. Green flag is out. Shane Van Gisbergen clear up into the lead. Side by side with Priest and Busch. Back there in second. Priest is going to take it. Busch now side by side with the 1 of Chastain.
A.J. Allmendinger, Steve, has driven all the way up to second place. You know, he told me before the race, he said, we usually get better as the race goes along here. They clearly have shown that today. And I think with SVG out front, fans at home may go, hey, this race might be over. Not so fast. Dinger has been the fastest car for much of this longer run before the caution and even after the caution. SVG said a moment ago that his car fired off not so well, got better the longer they run. But AJ talking about how good they can charge corner entry, needs a little help center exit off on the corners, but very impressive.
Scheduled service as we head toward the end of stage 2, Marty.
Coming down with 3 to go. He said the car did not take off quite like he would like it to, but got better and better and better the longer they ran. He did say, Adam, he had a little rear brake lockup towards the end of that run, so they kind of adjusted some brake bites, but SVG on cruise control, pits from the lead before the end of stage 2, Alan.
2 cars in my section. 22 of Joey Logano is in. He was saying that the rear tires, they're not sticking around like they used to, that they did earlier in the race, so they're going to make an adjustment for him. Just ahead of him was the 54 of Ty Gibbs. He needs more rear grip as the run goes on. You can see him exiting pit road right there, trying to chase SVG.
Wrapping stage number 2 at Chicago. Green and white checkered flag for Ryan Blaney. 10 points on the stage side, but more importantly for a driver that's been to victory lane, another one of those playoff points that he'll carry with him. All right, ready for the restart final stage, Shannon. Chase Briscoe up front, Tyler Reddick. How about the 19 playing the strategy game? It's some question marks on fuel and all that for some of these guys, but a different cast of characters out front as we begin this final stage.
Bubba Wallace in the third around the 48 of Alex Bowman. Alex now on the inside here with Denny Hamlin to his outside. A little smoke off the 42 car. Nemechek. Yeah, pretty impressive by Denny Hamlin right there. There's the radar. We got a little weather moving in.
I just wonder if that changes that intensity with 25 to go, and does it change the fuel strategy? Does people think we're going to have to put reins on?
23, all clear.
23 clear. 88 makes short work of Bubba Wallace.
With SVG looming, this top 3, Adam has to save fuel. But what does Billy Scott want Tyler Reddick to do? Listen in.
Let me know when you want me to start saving. Yeah, 10 more. Let's push for a few more, see if we can do anything with him or get away from the 88, and then we'll work on saving.
Do anything with him means Chase Briscoe, his corporate teammate, right in front of him. If you can get around him, go ahead and do it. But Steve, he told him a second ago, if you cannot, let's start saving fuel. Billy told me a moment ago, Steve, they are 3 laps short. There's no doubt they're going to need a caution if they're going to make it to the end of the race.
SVG trying to become only the 2nd driver in history to sweep both the Xfinity and the Cup race from the pole. Kyle Busch did that in Indy in 2016. He's closing in on the front 2. He can be fast and still be, he's got a tire advantage. He understands, look, as he goes to the inside here, Reddick, really nothing Reddick can do there. He's got a little bit of a tire advantage. He's overall just better, faster than these guys. Just more talented at doing what he needs to do to get around the street course faster.
Here it is out of turn 2, side by side for the lead. Racing down Lakeshore Drive, Shane Van Gisbergen, Chase Briscoe. 88 trying to go back on point. Turn 3, clear. Turn 4, turn 5. And there he goes.
That was spotter B with a clear for the lead, the 88.
Felt good, didn't it?
He did. He holding that one. He couldn't wait.
My man, yes. Back out front. Shane Van Gisbergen doing it to the field again in Chicago. And just like that, caution comes out. Going to be 13 to go as we return to the green flag. Shane Van Gisbergen, Chase Briscoe front row.
A lot of contact right there. Car's trying to get the power down and accelerate out of turn 12.
Ty Gibbs, same tires.
Look at
same for A.J. Allmendinger. Getting aggressive on the restart. And there they go around. Ross Chastain hits the tires in turn 1.
That's Bubba cars. Hits the tires, straightens up. What a move by the 1. The 2 car has a broken toe link. He's going to have some trouble.
More contact. The 22's going around.
And that's going to clog up this exit. Oh, man.
Get it rolling here,
47 of Ricky Stenhouse is backwards.
And I think about all the bracket battles going on right now and the exchange of positions in this situation.
Oh, Stenhouse was
Big
looking
damage.
good. This is going to hurt. He was going to advance.
There's the launch right there. SVG is going to clear.
Allmendinger getting aggressive from row 2.
He's going to dive back and forth trying to get around this 54 in the braking zone.
I mean, he is just darting all around. A.J. Allmendinger trying to win his way to the postseason. Hamlin's right there with him.
Alex is probably going to clear right here. Bubba's going to go the inside into the back bumper of the 48.
Wow. I mean, the back and forth.
Oh, more contact right there.
What is it about Bubba and Bowman? They just get connected. We saw it at the Roval a few years ago. We saw it here last year. What a mess heading to turn 1.
It's going to send Bubba wide right here, but Bubba can retaliate down here in turn 2. Bubba slides it into turn 2.
I think Bowman knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Bowman gave him this ball. Oh, he's got him hooked.
Oh, the 40 to 23's around backwards.
And here comes Kyle Busch.
So now the question is who's going to finish second. I still think the 45 is the car with the better tires. I think he'll get Gibbs.
Oh, man, he won in the wall.
Cody Ware's off the track.
This will be big. Does the leader take the white flag or will the caution come out? That's the decision.
He's going to try to hustle back to the white flag because once he takes the white flag, the next flag will end the race. 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. We are still green. Tiptoe through turn 6 where the incident happened. Over the railroad tracks down to Michigan Avenue. The right-hander at turn 7. Maybe just go ahead and give him a key to the city because Shane Van Gisbergen does own the streets of Chicago. He delivers once again.
Hell yeah, buddy. Weekend sweep. You are a bat. Of 88 team.
Back to where it all began. 2 years ago, Shane Van Gisbergen came to Chicago, an unknown in the NASCAR world. Did the unthinkable, wins in his first career start. Opened the door for him last year to win, to go to the Xfinity Series, run full time. He was a rookie, got 3 straight victories on the road last summer, and on the verge of doing it now at the Cup level as a first-year driver. Got it done at Mexico City. Does it here in Chicago, and he'll try to win 3 in a row on the road next weekend in Sonoma, California.